you want to take charge of your career? You want to make sure that you are the one making the decisions instead of leaving everything for the circumstance, everything by chance, right? You want to be the one guiding your career to a certain place. That's what we call designing your career, right? And this is very important. It's important that you understand that your career is your career. It's your responsibility. You can't leave that for chance. You can't leave that for your boss to decide what is that you're going to do. You can't leave that for maybe your spouse to say, oh, go do this or go do that, or your career shouldn't be something that you do because you're running out of money and something like this. Right? Your career should be something that you put a little bit of thought in it, right? I understand that not everything it's complete under our control, and lots of times we have to, sometimes we get lucky, sometimes we get bad luck, right? So all those things have to be factored into everything. But if you just leave things for chance, then chances are that you're never going to get to the place that you want to get, right? There's a phrase that I love from the movies on the movie. The Alice in Wonderland, right? The Disney cartoon where the cat asks Alice, Alice asks the cat, right? Oh, which way do I go? And then the cat asks, where do you want to get? And she says, oh, it doesn't matter. I can get anywhere. So the cat says, well, if it doesn't matter where you're going to get, anyway is good, right? So that's not the way you should treat your career, right? You should really try to design your career, kind of plan it a little bit, right? I'm not talking about those people that try to plan every single step they're gonna do. It's just have a general direction and try a general goal. That's already a positive thing. And a similar question to this one, right? So the guy that asked this question about designing his career, he just started a new job and he wanted to start the right way, right? He wanted to do to be responsible and take charge himself and be a leader. Instead, because it was a new job, that's he's kind of investing everything in it. So that's very, very good. Becoming a leader, it's something that you can do, so that's very good. But there was a second question that was similar to that one. And I think that we can answer both things at the same time. Is that the guy was an older guy, and he was saying that he wanted to to be prepared for the second part of his career, right? And he wanted to do this. So that's the same thing, right? It's all about taking charge. It's all about deciding what is it you want to do, right? So for both of those things, if you want to decide what you're going to do, you have to be a leader of your career, right? If you want to be a leader in your project, a leader in your company, you first have to be a leader in your career. And to be a leader, I was talking with a friend of mine some time ago, and he's like one of the top leaders in the industry here in Brazil. Actually, not in Brazil, but there in Brazil. But and so Silvio Meira is his name. So Silvio told me that that to be a leader is the guy that takes responsibility. A leader is not a boss. A leader is the person that takes responsibility, and you can do that, right? You can take responsibility. You can take responsibility for your project. You can take responsibility for the bugs. You can take responsibility for the customer, right? You can take responsibility. You can start by taking responsibility for your own career. Own it. It's your career, so own it, right? Say it's my career. I'm gonna do it. It's not about, my company doesn't help me. My company doesn't pay for my training. My company doesn't send me to events or anything like this. Own it. It's your career. It's not your company's career, right? If they do it or if they don't do it, that's their problem. Maybe you want to choose another company that would do it. But the thing is, you gotta own your career yourself, right? You gotta be really, really focused on being responsible for it. And a good way for you to be responsible for it is to experiment. Experiment new things that you're interested in, right? Experiment new technology you're interested in. Experiment new skills that you're interested in. And when you find skills that you like, you find skills that you're interested in going deeper at it, go share, right? That is a positive feedback loop that you have to create. You learn a new skill, something that you're interested in, something that maybe that's the thing you want to do for a long time in your life. You want to do in your career. Do you want your career to move in that direction, right? So one of the guys said, I want to be an architect. The other one said, I want to be I want to work with mobile, right? Another one said, I wanted to be seen as a technical person. All of those things, that's where you want your career to go, right? You want your career to go in that direction. So what is that you do? Go learn a little bit of that, right? Decide what is the direction you want to take your career. You decide. That's a decision. You choose something. Decide where your career you want to go. Go deep on it, right? Not very deep, go a little bit deep, right? Understand a little bit about it. Understand what skills you need for that. Learn some skills, just a little bit, not lots, not months, like one day, right? You spend one day learning something. And once you learn that, go share. Simple, isn't it? You decide, you learn a little bit, you go share, right? Well, actually, let me say, before you go share, try to apply it. Apply it at somewhere, apply it to some people, and then you go share, right? And so now that when I talk go deep, usually is applying it, right? Don't just learn, right? Go deep, learn, apply, experiment, right? And once you do this, and you can just do one day that you go deep, then you go share. Share to people, explain to your colleagues, explain to your friends, write an article, or just write a tweet about it. Go share. So once you share, right, what is it you do? You go learn a little bit more. You go a little bit deeper and you share again. And then you learn a little bit more, go a little bit deeper and you share again. You go apply it, not learn. The whole objective is not learn. The whole objective is experiment, is apply it. Apply a little bit in anything, right? Applying a project that you have, applying a project in your personal project, applying a project at your company. Experiment something. Experiment an open source project. Experiment with your friends. Experiment a little bit and share, right? That's the cycle you need to do. You decide where you want to go. You go deeper a little bit, and then you share. And when you share, you find out the things that are missing, that you don't understand, that you don't know. And then you can you can learn a little bit more. You can experiment a little bit more. You can try a little bit more. And then that means you go deeper a little bit more. And then once you go deeper a little bit more, you're gonna share again, right? And then you share once more what you're doing, right? And that will help you. Once you try to share, you're gonna find out the things that you don't know, that you don't understand, the things that it's not clear for you. And once you find out those things out, that means that you can experiment a little bit more, and then you can share it again, and then again and again. So you experiment, share, experiment, share, experiment, share. That means that you're gonna go deeper in that thing. You're gonna share it, right? And so more people are gonna know what is that you want. More opportunities are gonna show up on your way, because now people understand what are the things that you want to do. People understand what is the thing that you want to experiment, right? And so this is how you build your career. This is how you design your career, right? This is how you take your career in the right direction. Because once you start focus on something, once you look at something, you say, like I'm doing right now, kind of focus, I'm going that direction over there, somewhat that direction, but I'm kind of changing around a little bit. That's okay. I'm kind of moving towards that direction. That's good. And so, once you start doing this, right, what happens is that every step you take, you look around and you can see the benefits, you can see the advantages, you can see from a better position if that direction is exactly the place you want to go, right? And then if it's not, you can change course, you can try something else, right? You can deviate a little bit, you can adjust the course, right? But the problem is that a lot of people, they want to design their careers, they want to take responsibility, but they stay put. They don't try anything, they don't do anything. And if you don't do anything, if you just stay put, right, nothing changes. You don't know if the place you're going is better or not, right? If you just stay put right here, you don't have a better vision. You don't see if things are happening, are improving or not. That's why just keep moving, and you can adjust, a little bit here, a little bit there. You can adjust where you're going because you experiment, you're trying. So this is designing your career, right? Create this feedback loop of learning, deciding where you're gonna go, finding a focus, going deep in that focus a little bit, sharing, right? And once you share, you find out what's missing, and then you can go deeper. And then you share, go deeper, share, go deep, adjust the course, adjust the focus, right? Share, go deep, adjust the focus, share, go deep, adjust the focus, share, go deep. Actually, adjust the focus, go deep, share, adjust the focus, go deep, share, adjust the focus, go deep, share, right? That is the cycle that you want to do. That's the cycle that's actually going to make a big difference. And once you take responsibility of doing this, once you actually take every single day, you try to do this, you try to share something, you try to understand a little bit better where you want to go. If every single day you do this, what happens is that your career is not left for chance anymore. Your career is actually, you are in control because you decide where you want to go. You decide where it's going to invest your time. You decide what the things that you want to do. Okay? Make sense? So if that's not clear for any reason, or if you have any questions, tell me, what is the biggest challenge that you are having in your career right now? What is the biggest thing that's impacting you in growing your career? Let me know on the comments below, and we're going to discuss. I'll answer all the questions, so you can be sure to actually grow your career in the right direction. Okay? So this is Bruno Souza for Code for Life, and by the way, go ahead and register for the Code for Life initiative right there, because you're gonna receive a lot of very, very cool videos and content that will help you improve your career. Okay? Thanks very much.